felony. Initially, he pled insanity, and the judge ordered that he undergo a competency claim. The judge ordered the competency exam on March 3, 2016. Just over a month later, on April 22nd, Daniel was ruled competent to stand trial. The prosecutors handling the case, Jeff Gettig and Jeff Williams, started preparing for what would be a long and difficult trial. While the attorneys were preparing for Daniel's trial, investigators listened to phone calls he made while in jail. His mom insisted that he plead guilty to the crimes and save the victims from the burden of the trial. Daniel refused and expressed his frustration with the prosecutor's office, saying that they weren't offering him any type of plea deal.
I'm very sorry for all the trouble that I've caused. I just wanted you to know that they won't allow me to respectfully bow out or take anything. They want to have a trial no matter what with live coverage. I just wanted you to know that it's not driven by me. It's not driven by my defense attorney. It's they simply, it seems to be something between the judge and the prosecutor that they're wanting to go forward with it, and they've signed a thing allowing it to be filmed like the OJ trial. Why don't we just get a red and white circus tent and put it up in front of the courthouse and get a couple rings and let me be a dancing monkey for everybody, because that's exactly the way I feel about it. I didn't want to agree to being premeditated, because that day, I did not set out that day to premeditate to do anything like that at all.
Finally, on the day the trial was set to begin, Daniel pleaded guilty to all 16 counts.
Your Honor, Mr. Dalton will be pleading guilty to all counts. In counts 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11, he will be entering a plea to first-degree premeditated murder. In counts 13 and 15, he will be entering a guilty plea to the count as charged, assault with intent to murder, and he will also be entering a guilty plea to the associated felony firearm charges.
You're doing this voluntarily of your own free will?
Yes, I've wanted this for quite a while.
The investigators continued to listen to his recorded jail phone calls. He spoke mostly to his mother, even telling her how he was tired of sitting in the county jail and was looking forward to being transferred to prison. On February 5th, 2019, almost 3 years after he committed the murder, Daniel stood before Kalamazoo County Circuit Court Judge Alexander C. Lipsey, where he was sentenced to spend the rest of his life in prison. Many of the victims and victims' families spoke at his sentencing, asking him why. Why did he have to take their loved ones away? This is a question that many people still ask today, and a question we may never get the answer to.
I'm Penny Hawthorne, sister-in-law of Barbara Hawthorne.
I'm Cassandra Bear, and I'm the niece of Barbara Hawthorne.
My name is Lori Smith.
Richard was my husband, and Tyler was my son.
I'm Jeff Reynolds, and I'm the son of Judy Brown.
I'm Emily Lemmer. I am the sister of Tyler, and I am the daughter of Richard Smith.
I'm Laura Hawthorne. I am Barbara's niece.
I'm Christopher C. Nye, husband of Mary L. Nye, and brother of Mary Jo Nye.
My name is Tiana Carruthers, survivor of Jason Dalton's crimes.
Shortly after the shootings, Daniel's wife filed for divorce, and she attempted to move on with her life along with their children. While we always stress that if you see something, say something, sometimes there aren't any clues at all as to what's going on in someone's head. When Daniel's wife noticed that he seemed down the couple days leading up to the shooting, he just told her that he was tired, and she believed him, thinking it was just a phase, and he would come out of it. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Active Shooter, the podcast. Remember, if you see something, say something. there's no telling how many lives you may be saving. A huge thank you to Darren Curtis, who composed some of the music used in this episode. Check him out at darrencurtismusic.com. DARRENCURTIS music.com.
Active shooter. Reports of an active shooter.
Active shooter.
Mass casualty incidents.
Make sure to check us out on social media. We have a discussion group on Facebook. Just search for Active Shooter, the podcast discussion group. You can also find us on Instagram at Active the Podcast and Twitter at Podcast Active. For just $1 a month, you can get access to ad-free episodes, early release episodes when available, and a shout-out on the show. Just go to patreon.com/Active the Podcast. Thank you, and be safe.